Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to welcome you to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Daily Recap, where we give you a recap of all of the hot topics that we covered that day. You can catch them in their long format and also catch it fully streaming for free on Apple Podcasts. Well, y'all saw the title. So this week, Bleacher Report dropped their 100 players, top 100 players. And the list has created all kind of drama, right? If we can just quickly go through their top 10 players quickly. So at number 1, they have Michael Jordan. At number 2, they have LeBron James. Number 3, they have Kareem. Number 4, they have Magic Johnson. Number 5, they have Bill Russell. Number 6, they have Shaquille O'Neal. Number 7, they have Tim Duncan. Number 8, they have Larry Bird. Number 9, they have Wilt Chamberlain. Number 10, they have Stephen Curry. Number 11, they have Kobe Bryant. So them ranking Kobe set the internet ablaze. And everybody has been calling out Bleacher Report, which would indicate they have a bad list. What do you think? This is the thing that kills me. It's like, if your list was good, no one would be complaining. But Bleacher Report has been getting trashed for the last 48 hours in a way I've never seen that company and that site get trashed. But they knew that. That's why they did that. So they began trash up and down. So we did a show yesterday reacting to Kobe's ranking. And in all of this, like, one of the people that's been defending it is Gilbert Arenas. They keep talking about these shadow metrics, the metrics. I'm like, what are these metrics? I'm trying to figure out, what are these metrics? What are these metrics they're talking about? So doing my research, trying to figure that out, I came across a post, and let me tell you guys, when I say I almost fell out of my chair, you won't believe it. Bleacher Report said that the GOAT debate was decided by one vote. We want to put up the image for you guys to look at it. And it says, GOAT debate decided by one vote. The GOAT debate continues. MJ edges LeBron by one vote in BR's top 100 list. What? You're telling me that the result for the GOAT at that company was decided by one vote, which means that had two votes swung in a different direction, or in another direction, rather, one vote has swung in LeBron's column, they would have ranked LeBron James the GOAT? Okay. LeBron fans, what do y'all think about that? Do you think that what separated Michael Jordan and LeBron is one vote? But this is what they're saying. They were separated by one vote. There's another show I want to do that was based on Kobe, but I'll just give you guys some quick information here. They're basing this thing off of two things. Regular season MVPs and plus minus. This is the metric they're using to create their ranking system. When have we, as an NBA community, ever used those metrics as a system to judge the greatest players of all time? When have we ever? When? Have we ever done that? If Bleacher Report had released the list, because they've already lost credibility, a lot of it, But if they had released a list of that had LeBron over MJ, I think that it would have done irreparable damage to them as a brand. It would have. It would have been very bad. I mean, it's bad now, but it would have been very bad because it would then give the impression like they got a bunch of chimpanzees working in those offices that were going through tallying these votes and deliberating over this. There's no way. There's no path for LeBron to be considered better than Jordan. There is none. I don't care what kind of ninjutsu metrics you're using. There are none. None. And what these guys are also indicating is this, folks. This is an omen for what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. There's going to reach a time, maybe in 2 years, maybe in 3 years, maybe in 5 years, where one of these rankings are going to come out and they're going to rank LeBron ahead of Jordan. They're going to do it. If you're telling me that this thing was separated by one vote, it tells me that they're pretty much there. They are pretty much there. They're there right now as we speak. Saying LeBron and Jordan are separated by one vote is shameful. This is not even hating on LeBron. It's shameful. Michael Jordan is so much better than LeBron, it's not even funny. He is so much better than LeBron James, and it's not even funny. Let's look at their performance on the court. Jordan can impact the game in more ways than LeBron because Jordan is the greatest two-way player to ever play basketball. The greatest two-way player ever. It's not up for discussion. It's not. He is the greatest two-way player ever. And you can make an argument that separates him from the pack considerably. And I'm a Kobe guy. The guy led the league in scoring 10 years in a row. 10 times, excuse me. He also made 9 all-first defensive teams and won the Defensive Player of the Year. Some years he was winning Defensive Player of the Year, winning the scoring title. Making off, like, what are we talking about? What are you talking about? What's close about these guys? There's nothing close about them. I don't care what metrics you're planning on using. There are none. There's none. There's no math you're going to use that will make you come to the conclusion that LeBron is better. There's none. None. Jordan clears LeBron in every category by a lot. He's better scored than him in the regular season, better scoring than him in the play. It's not even close. He's a better defender, led the league in steal. It's not even close. This season that SGA just had when he won the MVP, the finals MVP, the scoring title, Jordan did like 4 times. Come on, what are we talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? By the way, Luka made the list. SGA didn't. That says a lot about your ranking system. You know why? Because PR didn't factor into it. Not PR, plus minus. People don't realize where we're heading with this thing. It's bad. They have taken a fringe opinion, which is LeBron is better than Jordan. It's a fringe opinion. And they're trying to now popularize it. And you have people now trying to tell you, no, submit your good reasoning. Submit your common sense. Give up all of that. And just accept what they're saying. You are insane. You can do that. Some of us have brains. And for any thinking person that has a brain, they're not going for this. Bleacher Report got trashed all over the internet, which is a clear indication that their list is stupid. Because if it wasn't, then so many people won't be trashing him. But let me guess. Everybody else is using their emotion, and they just have a bunch of smart people work. Everybody else is so stupid. But these guys are operating on a totally different plane from the rest of us. All of the people that are fans of basketball, doctors, engineers, business people, smart people. Oh, no. You guys cannot reason at the level we're reasoning because we're just reasoning we're in a totally different plane, man. We're just like, we're beyond your, like, knock it off, right? Knock it off, right? So they put out that disgusting list. So one of our viewers follows me on Instagram, Antoine Walker, that's his name, sent me a bunch of interesting information that basically exposed this entire web of lies and nonsense that these guys have been working with. It basically exposed the secret metrics that these guys are using, or that they use to rank Kobe Bryant number 11. And folks, when I tell you it's bad, it's really bad. Like, it's really, really bad, right? But then he also sent me some sound for some comments that were made on the Bill Simmons podcast, which gives you guys an insight to how these guys were thinking. So for those of you who didn't hear what these gentlemen had to say, I want to play for you now, and I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what these guys had to say here.
I love it personally. Look, there's going to be some Kobe stuff, but Shaq towards the end, like, it was kind of over by 05, 06. He wasn't
Kobe
a belt
was on
holder.
bad. He was on, even though Kobe, so you can make a case for Kobe in 06. And if you want to make the case, I'm fine with it. When Kobe averaged 35 a game and Duncan didn't make the finals. And if you want to say Kobe grabbed it for a year, I'm not going to fight it. But that team did lose, I think, in round 1 or round 2, that Kobe team. But so, you know what? Let's give it to Kobe in 06 and then back to Duncan 07.
I like the Duncan, because it couldn't be just a year. I just don't want to hear like, oh, he won it, he lost it, he won it, he lost it, he won it, he lost it. He was the most important player in the league for a really long time. So I'm glad you did it that
All right,
way.
so we'll give it Duncan 02 to 07. Kobe grabs it. I think he has it in the 08 season, even though they don't win the title. And then he has it 09, 10. So he has it for those 3 years. And 2011 might be vacant. And then Dirk shows up.
At
then
that point,
Dirk grabs it.
I think LeBron's the best player in the league at that point.
But not in the finals. So I think Dirk has it. I think Dirk has it after the finals.
But see, this is going to be my point as we close, because this is where it gets really interesting. It can't just be a revolving belt of who had won titles.
But if Dirk beats him in the finals, I don't know how you could say LeBron is the belt.
Because I think he's the best player in the world. Nobody thought Dirk was the best player in the world when he won that title. It was an awesome run. Good for Dirk. Great underdog story.
But LeBron did win the MVP in 11. So maybe it's Kobe. I don't know. I almost feel like 2011, it's either Dirk or vacant for me.
Is that the Rose year? Wait, is that the year Rose won the MVP?
Yeah, but he wasn't I wouldn't have said he was the best player there. So maybe we go vacant. Then LeBron grabs it, and LeBron has it. You could say he has it from 2012 to 2018.
Excellent. So you heard what they had to say. So he sent me some pretty interesting information, okay? And I think we can put it up here for you guys to read. So one of them, yes, he sends this to me, is this. It says, Kobe Bryant is 4th all-time in career points, regular season, postseason combined, and tied for 2nd in total all-star nods, 3rd in total all-star selections, and 3rd in total 40-point games, including playoffs. There is no question that for most of the 2 decades, he was among the very best players in the world. But amongst the best, and the best are 2 different things, Kobe never led the league, get this, in box plus minus or player efficiency rating, PER. He only secured 1 MVP win, and outside the top 10 in career MVP shares. For most of his career, Kobe wasn't wearing the NBA's best player championship belt. His teammate Shaquille O'Neal held that honor early in his career. For a while, it was probably Tim Duncan. Eventually, LeBron James came along, snagged the belt, and didn't let go of it for several years. Stephen Curry may have even grabbed it before Kobe retired. So, plus minus, PR is what got Kobe Bryant left off this list. So, I decided to do a little bit of digging. I'm like, okay, these are the metrics that they're using. This is how they evaluate how well a player is playing in a season. Not by watching games, no. By using these flawed metrics. I said, okay. So I then started to do some digging. I said, who are the NBA leaders in plus minus all time? Because this stat is such an important stat to their ranking system, right? Let's go to the list. Let me put it up here. We're getting this stat here, this stat line from StatMuse. Let's put it up. Who do you guys see? You see LeBron James at number 1. Well, he made it in the top 10. Okay. Tim Duncan, he made it in the top 10. Dirk Nowitzki, he made it in the top 10. Is that Chris Paul? Is that Chris Paul? You have Kevin Garnett. You have Stephen Curry. Do we see Tony Parker? Do we see Tony Parker? I think I'm seeing him. Are you guys seeing him? I see Kobe Bryant. Then I see Kevin Garnett. Kevin Durant. Then I see Steve Nash. Then I see James Harden. Paul Pierce, Jason Kidd. Vince Carter, Ray Allen. Manu Ginobili, Russell Westbrook. Andre Iguodala, Derek Fisher, and Al Horford. And the list goes on. Bleacher Report. You guys are idiots. So you just said that plus minus was a major factor. Dirk is number 3 in plus minus. Is he better than Kobe? Let's leave Dirk. Chris Paul is leading Kobe in plus minus. Is he better than Kobe? Let's leave Chris Paul. Tony Parker is leading Kobe in plus minus. Is he better than Kobe? Does he have a bigger impact on winning games? Is that what your MIT education taught you guys? So when you were watching those playoff series with Shaq and those 3 runs, y'all came to the conclusion that Tony Parker was having a bigger role, or in the Spurs series, and you watched them, Tony Parker was having a bigger role on success than Kobe Bryant? Chris Paul had a bigger role on winning than Kobe Bryant? I'm trying to understand something here. Steve Nash has a higher PER than Jason Kidd. Steve Nash is better than Jason Kidd. Is this what we're saying here? But it doesn't stop here, folks. I want to take you guys to another list. And this is from Basketball Reference. And it goes through the people who led the league in plus minus year over year. Let's go through it. In the last 5 years, 5 years, Nikola Jokic led the league in PER. Okay. Now, I didn't need this stat to know that he's the best player, but fine. My eyes alone could tell me that. Giannis, James Harden. So James Harden in 2019, 2017 was the best player in the world, because he led the league in plus minus. Okay. Russell Westbrook. Oh, well, that kind of flies in the face of the LeBron argument, because according to this plus minus, Russell Westbrook had a bigger impact on winning than LeBron in 2016. Interesting, isn't it? Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant. Then LeBron was from 2012 to 2007. Really? 2000. So LeBron was the best player in the world because of the plus minus, right? Good. Let's continue on. Dirk in 2006. LeBron James in 2005, 6. Kevin Garnett. Oh, Tracy McGrady. Then we have Shaq for the next 4 years. 5 years. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years. David Robinson. Then, of course, you have Michael Jordan, who comes up 2 times. David Robinson again. Then Michael Jordan again. Then Larry Bird. Then Julius Erving. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Julius Erving again. Kareem, Julius, Kareem, Julius. Cool. Bleacher Report. Quick question. Kobe shows up here not even one time. But in your previous list, he made it on the top 10. What happened? Your previous list, Kobe was in your top 10. What happened? But I have an even bigger question. Bleacher Report. I don't see Tim Duncan here. Bleacher Report. I don't see Tim Duncan here. Bleacher Report. I didn't see him on the leaders in PER. Bleacher Report. What, I could be wrong. Was he there? Was he there? Okay, no, he was there. Number 2. Okay. Another person I saw in the top 10, in top 10, I don't see here. Magic Johnson. How did Magic make it there? Because according to you guys, Magic didn't really have an impact on winning. Really? Really, Bleacher Report? And then I started going through 2 of Kobe's counterparts. And I tried to figure out what did they have that Kobe didn't have. Who are those 2 counterparts? Players that played in his era. Shaq and Tim Duncan. So I went to Tim Duncan's career to understand what did Timmy have over Kobe? Well, Timmy had 5 championships. Kobe had that. Timmy had 3 finals MVPs. Kobe had 2. Timmy had 2 regular season MVPs. Kobe had 1. 15 All-Stars. Kobe had 18. What else? All first NBA teams. Tim Duncan had 10. Kobe had 11. Tim Duncan had 2 second teams. 3 second teams, 3 third. So Tim Duncan, 15-time All NBA teams. Kobe had, let me see, 11, about the same, 15. Then Kobe had 9 All First defensive teams. Tim Duncan had 8. Tim Duncan had 7. Kobe had 3 second. So looking at this list, what Tim Duncan has over Kobe is 1 more Finals MVP and 1 more regular season MVP. Then I went to Shaq because Shaq made it, but Kobe didn't. Shaq has 4 championships, 3 Finals MVPs, 1 more than Kobe. Tied in regular season MVPs. Kobe has more All-Star Game appearances, more All-Star Game MVPs, more All-NBA first teams, more All-NBA teams, more All-Defensive teams. But Shaq made it. So, help me understand this. You're telling me that the fundamental reason, according to your metrics, the fundamental reason that Kobe Bryant did not make the top 10 was because he only had 1 MVP and never led the league in plus minus. This is where you guys are resting your case. This is where your case is made. Now let's look at the controversial one. Stephen Curry. Let's look at what Stephen Curry has. 4 championships to Kobe's 5. 1 MVP to Kobe's 2. 2 regular season MVPs, so he has 1 more than Kobe. All-Stars, Kobe has more. He has 18, Curry's at 11. All-Star MVPs, Kobe has more. He has 2, Kobe 4. All first NBA teams, Kobe has more. All second NBA teams, Kobe has more. Scoring champion, they're tied. Led the league in steals. Okay, Kobe doesn't have that. So Stephen Curry made it because what? He has what? 1 MVP more than Kobe Bryant? And led the league in plus minus? I'm imagining I'm hearing people in the comment section say yes. I'm also imagining I'm hearing people that are LeBron supporters say yes. They're saying that this is an important metrics. I'm going to assume that Gilbert Arenas would agree with this well, that these are the metrics that the smart people used. Okay. I got one final question for you guys then. Since y'all are saying plus minus is so important and it's a way to determine how good a player is, of all the players last year that made an all-NBA team, who had a negative plus minus? Who was it? It was LeBron James. Of every player that made the all-NBA team last year, LeBron was the only one with a negative plus minus. But he was voted as the second all-NBA team. What did y'all base that off of? What you saw, right? Let me ask you guys a question. if what these guys are saying is true, what is the purpose of watching basketball? How do we know anybody is good in basketball when we're watching the games? What are the spectators? I can remember them saying, "Man, this guy's really good. Oh, this guy's really good. Oh, that guy's really good." How are they figuring that? How are they figuring all of that out? Are we watching numbers bounce up and down on the court with a ball? Or are we actually watching players play? How did you come to that conclusion? Huh? Even LeBron called himself the GOAT in 2016. How come he didn't mention plus minus? What these guys did was they comprised a list and they looked for things that Kobe had very little of. And then they now made the list out of that. And that was the list. Kobe's one of the best two-way players ever play basketball. That's a fact. He couldn't even make it on the list. Curry never even sniffed a defensive team. How great could his impact be? You can't play defense or are incapable of playing at a high level. You don't guard anybody. You're a liability on the court. When was Kobe Bryant ever viewed as a liability? Ever. Shaq at times was viewed as a liability for free throws. That's how he had even Kobe there helping him. When was Kobe ever viewed as a liability? And you know what this list also doesn't take into account? Winning and losing. It doesn't matter. Winning and losing don't matter. So there's secret metrics that Bleacher Report is using to rank Kobe are plus minus and regular season MVPs. So the year that Steve Nash won MVP over Shaq and Kobe, what does that mean? That what? He's better than Shaq? He was Kobe? Well, no, right? Shows you the value of an MVP. But let's state the obvious here. Why Kobe doesn't have more MVPs. Why he doesn't have more accolades. Has nothing to do with his impact. Has nothing to do with whether the fact he wasn't good. Has everything to do with Colorado. And the NBA would not sit down and let a guy being accused of R receive some of their top accolades. That's why. Y'all sure didn't mention that in your analysis because there's no context. There's no context. Bro, we don't need you guys. We can just use computers then. Anybody with common sense that watched basketball knows that this list is garbage. You even have people that don't agree with it trying to convince themselves that it makes sense. Gilbert Arenas Gil's trying to do that. Gil doesn't even agree with their list, but he's trying to convince himself that it makes sense. Imagine. You're trying to convince yourself of something that makes no sense that it makes sense. Imagine the mental burden that is. This is their list. This is what it was based off of, guys. Plus minus and regular season MVPs. That's how they came up with their list. And Magic Johnson, who never led the league in plus minus, he made it in the top 5. But most people have Magic in their top 5, not because of plus minus, because he's the greatest passer that ever played in the NBA, the greatest winner. Nobody can run a fast break like him. He's a leader. That's the reason they have Magic Johnson. And then he's a winner. That's the reason. Not because of no damn plus minus. Because Magic doesn't have any of these things you guys just mentioned. He has MVP awards. Yes, Finals MVPs awards. But that's not the reason. Nobody ever said that. But Bleacher Report is. And mind you, this is the same Bleacher Report that said Michael Jordan won the GOAT vote, was voted the best player ever by 1 vote. These guys. So, there are some comments yesterday that were made by the great Shaquille O'Neal that were directed towards one RG3. Now, as you know, RG3 has been making news for all the wrong reasons because of this back and forth he seems to be having with Angel Reese. Well, not just Angel Reese, him and Ryan Clark and all of these people. So he's been doing this back and forth, right? He's had some pretty cringy moments there when he was responding to Ryan Clark, if I'm not mistaken. And he was sitting there like in a room, what looked to be like a room. And then his wife is in the back, who's like a white lady, which nothing wrong with that, but whatever. And they're kind of doing their, like he's talking and some people didn't like how it looked optically or whatever. the optics of it, but I never did a show about it, right? Never did a show. So there was this post that was put up by towards Angel Reese, right? And I just want to show it to you guys. It's from Ball Alert. We're getting it. It says, racist meme targeting Angel Reese sparks outrage. Robert Griffin III responds. So here in the image, you can see it's NBA 2K26. You see her there on the left, and then you see a picture of her being depicted as a monkey, right? So we then slide to the next image, and it's the final image or whatever it says. It says, RG3 says, all right, this has to stop. There's no place for racism in this world, whether you like it or not. Angel Reese should never be called or depicted as a monkey. I've been quiet on the Angel Reese front because she shared a video that aided my wife, kids, family, and friends receiving death threats. Threats of physical harm to my family and friends, and threats of sexual violence to my children on social media and beyond. That will never be okay with me. I never attacked her or her family when I stated and backed up with clear basketball evidence that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. In sports, everybody won't like each other. People in Angel Reese's inner circle called me and told me I was right, and Angel Reese has grown to hate Caitlin Clark because of the media, because of the media always asking her about Caitlin Clark and being consistently compared to her. Some people made it out to be race, but I never did and never will. Instead of becoming the villain in anyone's story, I decided to just not. All that being said, Angel Reese or any black man or woman should never be called or depicted as a monkey ever. Stop it. If you hate Angel Reese because she is black, you're the problem. If you hate Angel Reese because you're a Caitlin Clark fan, don't turn it racial. There should be no space for racism. So that's what he said there, right? And then Angel Reese's mother responded to it. I believe she responded to it as well, like, you're just making this stuff up. So yesterday, Shaq went viral. Viral, right? Because he had finally seen enough. And he decided that he was going to go directly at RG3 for this back and forth that he's been having with Angel Reese. So what we want to do now is we want to play exactly what Shaq had to say. I believe it was on the big podcast in response to RG3. And then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to what Shaq had to say here.
Oh, speaking of man, RG3, tweet another monkey post about my girl Angel Reese. I'm punching your okay? It's enough. Like, I don't usually do stuff like this, but just stop it, bro. You got your job, you got your podcast, leave my Angel Reese alone. I'm the one calling her and telling her not to respond. That's the last time. Okay? Thank you. It's not real hate. If you look around what's going on in this real country, that's hate. This is sports. I'm not supposed to like you. It's a shame that all the stuff you did in your life, you're going to be remembered for your podcast. You're going to be remembered for your podcast. That should tell you you're not that I don't want to be remembered for Shaq's Bit podcast. I do not. Like, leave those girls alone. You already spoke on it. Let it go. So what? He hates her. So I hate you now for messing with her. Now what? Say something about me. But she's not going to respond because I'm the one calling her and be like, baby, keep it classy. Because she's not soft by any means. You're from the streets. But I'm like, you're beautiful. Don't indulge with these fools because he's a fool. You don't even have G14 classification to say that. I would respect it more if Lisa Leslie said it. Like, that's y'all category. Stay out of them people's category. Okay, you're sports, whatever you do, you talk about sports, but bro, you don't need to be going deep. Y'all can go deep. Y'all are females. Y'all understand what that's like. If he hates her, so what? Mind your business. Like, I don't mind you doing your job saying anyone, but don't pick on that little girl. Because guess what? I'm her protector. Now pick on me. You pick on me, I'm punching you.
So you heard what Shaquille O'Neal had to say. Let me tell you guys why I'm laughing. Yesterday we posted about it. I said, well, RG3, this is your fellow man has called you out. Now it's time to go at him. Why did I say that? RG3 has been kind of going at Angel Reese, right? So my thing is, well, your fellow man has now responded to you or gone at you. We need to hear your response. Okay, we need to hear your response. Let's talk about this from a level that I think most people are talking about it. There are undercurrents of racism here, right? There are undercurrents of race. Let me say racism, race, however you want to say it. Because why? You have a black figure in Angel Reese and you have a white figure and Caitlin Clark. And whenever you have those type of dynamics in the United States, race will inevitably play a role. So essentially what this whole thing is, and I'm sure people know this already intrinsically, there's kind of like this racial war, right? Where they feel like Caitlin Clark is the darling of the WNBA. She's a white girl and she was playing well, bringing a lot of attention. And there are people out there that feel like the black players are jealous of Caitlin Clark because she's white and she's getting all the attention. So you have that. You have those that may just be anti-black or whatever that don't like Angel Reese because she's black. Hence the reason you saw that image of that monkey there. So you have that as well. Now let's talk about it from RG3's standpoint. And I'm not going to back away from this because I don't care. Let's talk about it from an optical standpoint. RG3, not me, I didn't call him this, but has been referred to as a cornball brother, right? The infamous words of Rob Parker on ESPN. Now, I don't want to limit it to just RG3 in terms of being a cornball brother. I think there are a lot of cornball men out here, or cornball people. Let me start with the men. If you are black, white, blue, green, yellow, purple, whatever, and you find yourself constantly taking shots at your own women from your race, you are a cornball. You can be a white man doing it. You can be a black man doing it. You can be an Hispanic man doing it. You can be a Chinese, anyone you want to choose. If you're one of those men that does that and get kicks out of that, you're a cornball. And I think you're a lame. If you're a woman that may be white, black, blue, green, whatever, and you constantly find yourself taking shots at your own men, especially in public to appease people, you're an idiot. You're also part of the cornball society. You too, you have a membership jacket, right? I think all of these people are cornballs. You have that aspect. Now, why some people are upset with RG3. This is America, baby. RG3, the issue is RG3 is a black guy who's having this back and forth with this black girl. But in the background, you have your white wife watching you. Now, I know there's kind of like this wave that goes on out there. And I think it's just another grift, right? I think it's just another grift where you have some black guys that they may be dating white women. And again, there's nothing wrong with it. I know black guys that date white women and they don't do this sucker stuff that these guys do. But they now feel like, okay, now I can now say things about my own women because I'm not dating. And there are people like that. There are a lot of people that I see, black male content creators, that get their kicks off of always pointing out negative things about black women. You guys are part of the cornball parade, the brigade, bro. Y'all are all lames to me. All of yous. All of yous. Okay, let me hit y'all with the old school New York accent. All of yous are lames. Lames. In the fast lane. Lames. I think all of y'all are cornballs for that. Like how you look, bro. Up here, every video you do, black women did this, black women did that, what black women did to you, bro? What black women did to you? Son, you black, bro. Whether you like it or not, you black. You can come on the internet and play all your games and say all of this and say all of that. You're black. And this goes for anybody doing that. You can be a black woman sitting there with a white guy taking shots at black men. You're a cornball too. Vice versa. You can be a white woman sitting there with a black guy taking shots at white men. You're a cornball too. All of yous. I think these people are just lowlifes. And I think y'all are corny as hell for that. But there's a market for it. There is a market for it out there, unfortunately. And there are people that buy into that. People come to the channel, man, Angel Reese is trash. You're not going to find me doing any of that ignorant nonsense. I'm not doing that. I don't watch WNBA, so I have no comments on Angel Reese at all. You're not going to find me anywhere dissing black women. You're not going to find me anywhere dissing white women. I'm not doing that. I'm not like, I'm a grown ass man, bro. What's wrong with you? Like, you expect me to be up here be dissing like, come on, what's wrong with you? I'm gonna be dissing black women, and I'm black. My daughter's black. My wife is black. My mother's black. My sisters are black. But I'm gonna be doing that because what? Do you do that about your people? So why would you ask me to do that? And these RG3, that's why they're pissed off at you. But you know, RG3 and people like him act like they don't know. They act like they don't know, but they know. Right? If you have a partner that's a different race from you, for instance, a black guy dating a white woman, it would behoove you to not make content like that because you're going to attract that to you. Vice versa. If you're a white woman dating a black guy, it would behoove you to not do any combination you want to. Any combination you want to. You're going to attract that type of fire. But for RG3, you've been having a lot to say to various people. You have to respond to Shaq too. Because now, if you don't respond to Shaq, it looks like you're picking and choosing. Because any little thing Angel Reese says, you're ready to respond. You're ready to have a comment or two about it. So don't stop now. Don't stop now. You're on the move. Keep going. Let's see. Go at Shaq. Go at Shaq. We waiting. Don't stop now. We gonna be on the lookout for that post.